Assalamualaikum student. Today's topic is unit number 8, which is the poems. The title of the poem is Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Today we will do book exercise of unit number 8, class 9, subject English. Now coming to first exercise of unit number 8 is choose the correct option. The poet's comparison of hope to a bird is made in the form of dash. It is made in a form of metaphor. Metaphor means stating two things as one. Number 2, the poet uses the words gale and storm as metaphor. What do these words represent? These words represents hard and painful times. So gale and storm means hard and painful times. Number 3, hope is helpful in times of pain, sorrow and difficulty. Which of the following lines from the poem best support this statement? Number C option is correct one. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm. So this verses from the poem supports this statement. Now coming to statement number 4, the poet says that and sings the tune without the words. Why the bird of hope sings in a tune that has no words? So to emphasize that hope does not need to be put into words to be felt. To emphasize इस बात पर जोर देना that hope does not need to be put into words, कि hope को ज़रूरत नहीं है कि वो अल्फाज का सहारा ले महसूस करने के लिए. So it is felt without using the words. It can be felt with its tune. Read the following lines of the poem. And sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. What does the word abash mean in the above lines? The word abash means in the above line is to confuse. That could abash the little bird, that could confuse the little bird. Now coming to connotation and denotation. In this lecture we will learn about connotative and denotative meanings. So connotation and denotation. Connotation and denotation are two principal methods of describing the meanings of the words. So these are two methods describing the meaning of the words. Connotative meanings or connotation refers to the emotions or human reactions and feelings that come from a word. Connotation meaning could be of positive and negative associations. So what is connotative meaning? It is refer to emotions or human reactions and feelings that come from a word. So it is emotion or human reaction and feelings that come from a word. Now coming to denotation. Denotation is the precise literal definition of a word that might be found in a dictionary. So easily you can say it that denotation means dictionary meaning, and connotative meaning means emotion or human reactions and feelings that come from a word. Example, if you look up the word snake in a dictionary, its denotative meaning is, denotative means dictionary meanings. Denotative mean is any of numerous scaly, legless, sometimes venomous reptile having a long tapering cylinder body and found in most tropical and temperate regions. The connotations for the word snake could include evil or danger. So I will repeat again. Connotative means emotions or human reactions and feelings that comes from the word, and denotative means a word that might be found in a dictionary. Now we have to solve exercise. Write the connotative and denotative meaning of the following words from the poem. So warm. Warm is a word and its connotative meaning is, connotative means human emotions, feeling of that come from a word, feeling feelings or emotions, human emotions that come from a word. So, connotative meaning of warm is active or helpful. You have to write it in your activity copy, draw a margin line, and at one side you have to write give heading of connotative, and on the other hand you have to give heading of denotative. First of all you have to write connotative meaning of warm. So write it as I am saying you, as I am dictating you. So warm, connotative meaning of warm is active or hopeful, active or hopeful. And denotative meaning is of warm is hot, on high temperature, hot or on high temperature. Now coming to next word, which is gale. Gale means strong wind. So connotative meaning is difficult situations. Gale, connotative meaning is difficult situation, and denotative meaning is an extreme strong wind. An extreme strong wind, dictionary meaning is, or denotative meaning is, extreme strong wind. Now coming to word sea. Its connotative meaning is large number. Sea means large number, and its denotative meaning is large body of water, salt water that covers large area, large body of water. Extremity, its connotative meaning is difficult situation, and its denotative meaning is the farthest point or end. Chilliest, its connotative meaning is unpleasant situation. Its connotative meaning is unpleasant situation, and its denotative meaning is unpleasant coldness. Unpleasant coldness. Now coming to figurative language or figure of speech. So poet usually take these devices to enhance their poetry, to enhance their writing. So these figurative languages or these figure of speeches are used in poetry. First of all, simile. What is simile? A simile is a comparison between two things which are alike in some way, जो किसी हद तक एक जैसे होते हैं. A simile usually starts with words as, like, so and as. So these are the principal or key words which will help to locate simile in a words. So as or like are the words, so and as are the words which identify the simile. Now coming to metaphor. What is metaphor? A metaphor is also like simile, but it is not a comparison between two things. Instead, it shows two things as one. So what is metaphor? A metaphor is a thing which shows two things as one, or you can say it is a direct association of one thing with another, or you can say it shows two things as one. Now coming to personification. What is personification? Personification is literary device in which human qualities are attributed to inanimate. Inanimate means non-living things, inanimate objects or non-human things. Further, okay, what is personification? Personification is literary device in which human qualities are attributed to inanimate objects, or you can say non-human objects. Now coming to imagery. Imagery means to use figurative language to represent objects, actions and ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. The word imagery is associated with imaginary pictures that we draw in our minds by use of particular words that create visual representation of ideas. So what is imagery? It is use of particular words that create visual representation of ideas. So imagery is use of particular words that create visual representation of ideas. So as you can see on your on page number 70 in your exercise, there are different examples of imagery given in your book. Now coming to exercise. Specify whether the following lines from the poems you have read earlier represent personification, simile, metaphor or imagery. Now it will be easy for you to figure out figurative language. I wandered lonely as a cloud, as shows that it is a simile. He stirred his velvet head. Velvet means naram, naram sir. So, velvet head, it is a personification. Even if they are a crowd of sorrow, even if they are a crowd of sorrows. A crowd of sorrows means personification. So, crowd, it is the characteristics of human to make a crowd. So, crowd of sorrows, gham ka hajum. So, it is a personification. I faked a small smile and then shifted away. Imagery, it appeals our sense of sight. It appeals our sense of sight. देखने की बसारत से ताल्लुक़ रखता है. So, smile means when you see somebody smiling. So, it is the sense of sight. It is imagery. Which is the bliss of solitude? Which is the bliss of solitude? It is metaphor. It is a bliss of solitude. It is a bliss. Is direct association. Bliss, it is a bliss. What is bliss? By seeing the daffodils. So, it is the bliss of solitude. It is metaphor. They looked like frightened beads, I thought. It is simile because the use of word like. A host of golden daffodils. It is personification. Host means qatar. So, host of golden daffodils, a host or a line is made by human. So, it is personification. This being human is a guest house. It is metaphor, direct association of one thing to another. The weed before me was dying or dead. The weed before me was dying or dead. So it is the sense of sight. It is imagery. 10,000 saw I at a glance. So it is again a sense of sight. So it is imagery. Now coming to which words or phrase in the poem means the same as react to hardship and sweetest in gale is heard. Hope never stops and never stops at all. Found everywhere, I have heard it in the chilliest land. Lives in the soul, perches in the soul. Effect of hardships that could abash the little bird. Now coming to grammar prepositions. What are prepositions? A preposition shows a relationship between ideas in a sentence. Prepositions usually answer the questions where or whom, where or when. They often tell the location of a person or an object in time or space. So, use the common prepositions from the words bank to complete the sentence. So, there is word bank and we have to complete our blank spaces. The princess lives in the castle. I bought some milk from the grocery store. My sister sat with my mom in the bus. When we got ready for dinner, I had to take my books from the table. We took a trip to town last week. He is at home. Her apartment is at the second floor. The boat will take you across the river. The street runs along the sea front. I prefer to ride my bike down the hill. Now coming to prepositional phrase and clause. A preposition is a part of speech just like a noun or a verb. It connects a noun or pronoun to another word in the sentence, showing us the relationship between them. Prepositions usually answer the questions where or when, telling us about a person or object's location in either time or space. This information often needs to be given using a group of words rather than a single word. We call that group of words a prepositional phrase. So what is prepositional phrase? So what is prepositional phrase? So a group of words function as locating noun or pronoun is called prepositional phrase. Now coming to book exercise. Rewrite each of the sentence below adding a prepositional phrase from the list below. The children played seesaw. So we have to add these prepositional phrase with a sentence to make a prepositional phrase. The children played seesaw. You have to remove full stop and you have to continue your sentence. The children played seesaw at the park. Full stop. At the park, it is prepositional phrase. The cupcake is yours. You have to remove full stop with sprinkle. The cupcake is yours with sprinkle full stop. The lion was killed. Remove full stop by the hunters. The lion was killed by the hunters full stop. We will be back. You have to remove full stop in few days. We will be back in few days full stop. Lubna rode her bicycle. Remove full stop before the yard. Lubna rode her bicycle across the yard. So we have made sentences by adding prepositional phrase to it. Now coming to next exercise, which is write a sentence using the prepositional phrase below. About the book, it is prepositional. These are prepositional phrase and we have to make sentences by using these prepositional phrases. We talk about the book. Over the river, so the sentence of it will be, there is a bridge over the river. On Tuesday, so the sentence of it will be, we saw a movie on Tuesday. By the chair, the sentence of this phrase will be, the cat, or they slept by the chair. They slept by the chair. Now coming to exercise D, underline the prepositional phrase in each sentence, circle the preposition. So you have to do two tasks together. You have to underline the prepositional phrase and you have to encircle preposition. My grandparents enjoyed boating on the beautiful lake. On the beautiful lake, it is prepositional phrase, and on you have to encircle it. On is preposition. Spiders do not usually build webs in a busy area. In a busy area, it is prepositional phrase and you have to encircle in. In is preposition. Our cricket team played well during the championship tournament. During the championship tournament, it is prepositional phrase, and during you have to encircle it. During is preposition. The sun shone brightly in the afternoon. In the afternoon. In the afternoon, it is prepositional phrase, and in it is preposition. I saw a wonderful painting by Sadiq Khan. By Sadiq Khan. So by Sadiq Khan, it is prepositional phrase, and by it is preposition. So in this exercise, we have locate prepositional phrase and we have underlined it and we have encircled preposition. Now coming to your activity is you have to revise preposition and prepositional phrase, and you have to revise figurative languages or figure of speech. Thank you.